20 we have read. First thing, God identified a need. What's the need? You know, he has created every other thing. Proud to this verse we are reading. Now, he understood and he saw the need for humanity to oversee all he has created. Now, you say you're going to relationship with somebody. Relationship to come in diverse form, whether as friends, as colleagues, as co-workers, whether as students, and maybe to the deeper level of husband and wife. Now, the question is, what is the need of that relationship? That means you need to define relationship. Now, you know, God did not just stop at saying there's a need for humanity. There was defined responsibility. God said, let them have dominion. So whether written or unwritten, here, there must be defined rules for each party. That means you need to find a way to share and agree on those rules in that relationship. You know, so I just to give this quick example. You know, maybe a young man and a young lady. The young man is kind of tech, he's generous, he's intelligent, he's good looking. You know, the lady on the other part might have added 1 to 2 and say, I guess this young man is interested. And the young man is just being himself. So because that relationship was not defined, somebody is being freely, is expressing himself freely. The other part is already looking at, you know, the wedding gown and what to come after the wedding. So as much as possible, God gave us this blueprint. He defined the relationship. The last thing I would really want to make reference to there is that God had intention. He activated his intention. You know, there are relationships that you might need to build, but now you knew there's a need. What are you willing to do? The reference for this one is that Bible said that so God created man in his own image. Now, what are you doing about the relationship or relationships you want to build? Relationship is a two-way traffic. That is a give and take transaction. So just to reference the wise saying of someone, that's in person of Zig Ziglar, he said, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. So in summary, I can derive from that, is that it's not all about what is in it for me. You should be able to add value. You should be able to help others. As he helped them today without actually looking for a return. 1, for an accolade. 2, for acknowledgement. Or 3, for an applause. That means you do it and do it willingly because you don't know where, you don't know who, you don't know when. The favor, the help, the kind gesture you read that today will come to be of help to you. Now, to summarize our conversation on relationship, before we now go to networking, I want us to write that word relationship as in write it vertically, R-E-S, you know, spell it, and we'll now take it letter by letter. And what does that imply? 1, relationship, start with the word R. That R can connote responsibility and respect. A reference text for that can be found in Luke chapter 6, verse 31. Bible says, do to others as you would have them do to you. Sincerely, you want people to relate well with you. The question is, ask yourself, how well are you relating with others? You know, every lady wants the best of guys out there. Every guy wants the best of lady as a wife. The question is, are you the right husband material to the lady? Are you the right wife material? So now, as much as possible, we need to equally be responsive and responsible. And finally, we need to respect each other's boundary. That's the R for relationship. The E, emotional intelligence. There are times in relationship, you don't need to say anything. All the other party need is just a listening here. So that's where the word emotional intelligence comes to play. I know there are times that you are being friendly, you are being funny in your own mind, in your own word, in your own ideology. But the person you are cracking a joke or actually jesting with is not, is not finding it funny. So emotional intelligence will help you to actually know where to put a stop. And emotional intelligence will help you to equally go beyond empathetic and be sympathetic. Empathetic, he's suffering, he has a need. The question is move beyond being empathetic to being sympathetic and render a helping hand. Because what you help today, you don't know who will help you tomorrow. So we'll talk about responsibility, the art of relationship. We'll talk about emotional intelligence, the E. Now we'll talk about L. I love this L because above all, Bible said in 1 Peter 4 verse 8, above all, love each other deeply because love covers a multitude of sin. Take it or leave it, whatever the scope or dimension of the relationship, whether manager to subordinates, leader to the laity, co-worker or colleagues, husband or wife, parent to the children, there is an element of love in relationship. It is now the depth of that love that differs. The depth of the love between a wife and a husband, between the man and the woman, will differ between the love between the manager and the subordinates in the office, because it is defined and we know how far we can go and everything. So that's talking about love, the letter L in relationship. Somebody said this, and I quote, you can give without loving, but you cannot be able to love somebody without giving. So equally bring us back to the fact that relationship is a give and take. Talk about L, responsibility, and being respectful to the person you are relating with. E, emotional intelligence. L, love. Now, A is accountability. That means you need to be accountable and accommodative. Bible said in the book of Proverbs 27, verse 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So as much as possible, you need to be accountable to each other. You need to be accommodative. For relationship to work as much as possible, you need to love people for who they are. Let's not stress ourselves to actually want to change everybody to be what you are. The world will be enjoyable because we are all different. University is what? Union in diversity. So people cannot all be like you. There will be nothing to laugh about if everybody is the same. So as much as possible, it needs to be accommodative of others. That's what will help relationship to grow. Now we'll talk about the T in relationship. You want people to trust you. Are you equally giving that value of trust back? Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. As much as possible, we trust God. That is a given. Now, you need to be able to embody that trustworthiness, that somebody can close their eyes and say, no, that my friend, he won't do it. That means they trust you with their life. But if that trust element is missing, that relationship will soon eat the rock. Now, the next thing we'll talk about R, that's respect and responsibility. E, emotional intelligence. L, love. A, accountability and being accommodative. T is trust. The next I is integrity. You need to actually be a man or woman of integrity. Integrity is key to build and sustain relationship. Now, O is openness, so that we can actually have time for question. And N is to nurture. S is being selfless and supportive. Let me dwell quickly on this being selfless and supportive. And the reference text here is Galatians chapter 8, chapter 6, and verse 2. Bible says, carry each other's burden. And in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. One major thing we all should take away from here today is that as we seek to build relationships, our focus should not be solely on what is in it for me, rather on value addition to the other party without necessarily seeking acknowledgement. You said it earlier, seeking accolades or seeking applause, because what? The person you're expecting this 3A from may in their own mind be thinking is their right. They might have this entitlement mentality, and you get yourself frustrated. In life, we are different individuals. What you see as good, the other person may see it as horrible or terrible. So it's important to come to the same thinking level, possibly. That's when you'll be able to appreciate our differences. So as much as possible in relationship, we need to be selfless, give without expecting anything in return, so that you don't have burden in your hearts. Now, the H, as you wrap up this relationship, is humility. Bill Nye said this: everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't. So if you all know that you are not
Yes, it's a Bible. Hello, sir, Samas, please bear with us. I think our guest speaker is having network issues, and I'm trying to reach him. I can't get through to him. All right, most likely we repeat the same. Most likely we repeat the same topic for next month. I'm trying to get through to him, but the line is not connecting. So please bear with us. We appreciate you for joining at all times. Thank you.